Today's sneaker is going to help us find out if Travis Scott really has that hype, or if he's just been standing on top of the shoulders of already popular sneakers. Here we have the box, probably one of the best packaging we've seen from a Jordan sneaker this entire year. So you've got this very sturdy, thick cardboard brown box, and you got a bunch of Jumpman Travis Scott logos all over it. The top of it just has these little 3 lines. Feels great, super premium, and as you open it, you can see you got that Cactus Jack logo on the inside. Here we go, today's sneaker, it's the Travis Scott Jumpman Jack Dark Mocha. Some other notable bits about the unboxing experience: of course, you get a plethora of different laces, 3 to be exact, a sail or off-white color, a black and a white, and then a dark brown color. It also comes with this really premium feeling tote bag. It's all over canvas material. Embroidered in there is both the Jumpman logo and the little Cactus Jack smiley face. But this is actually a really cool bag. Like, I would use this regardless of the shoes. Like, it's just nice, feels decent quality, so you might actually use the bag that they include in the box. But here we have them with a very fitting name, Dark Mocha, and they are looking good. So is the release of these things. Apparently this might have an actual release, unlike the other two that were just so limited hardly anybody could buy them. And then of course the resale prices were absolutely ludicrous. Now the original release date for these was supposed to be October, but that got pushed forwards to some point in November, and now we currently have 2 very conflicting release dates. Some people are saying these are going to drop on the 13th of November, and others are saying on the 16th. In my opinion, I really think these are going to drop on the 16th of November. A lot of credible people are saying that, and also we have Travis Scott, who's going to be performing at Complex Con literally on the same weekend, so that's the date I'm going with. Now, the retail for a whopping $200, which, like I said in my unboxing video of these things, I think a lot of that $200 is going towards the packaging, the extras, the tote bag, the laces, all of that stuff, because this sneaker doesn't really feel like a $200 pair of shoes. We'll get into all of that in just a minute, but first, for anybody who is unfamiliar with this sneaker model, because it is relatively new, this is Travis Scott's first signature sneaker with Jordan Brand, which is a pretty massive deal. Like, there is a tiny amount of non-athletes that actually get a signature shoe with Jordan Brand, and the only one I can think of is Kanye West with the Air Yeezys, and then Travis Scott. I don't know if there's any others. You might have to let me know down in the comment section. Point is, this sneaker is designed to the exact specifications of what Travis Scott wanted on a pair of shoes. Unlike all of his other collaborations, which obviously were existing models where he just put his branding on, this one apparently is the exact sneaker he wanted. And I think that's why these look very similar to a lot of the previous collaborations he's done. Like, you take a look at the design of these and you can tell there's some Jordan 1, there's some Mac Attack, there's some Trainer in here. And I think it makes a lot of sense that Travis Scott gets his own shoe, considering that the Jordan 1 collaboration that he has done is like literally the most hyped sneaker on the planet. These are, generally speaking, marketed as shoes for everything. I think in the trailer they mentioned that they're like for the gym, they're for hooping, they're for walking around, just everyday use. And I think one of the most interesting components to the release of these is the fact that these should have higher stock. I think the rumor is that there should be 3 times as many pairs of these as there was the original Jumpman Jacks, which I think really means that we're gonna finally see if Travis Scott can carry through this hype into his own sneaker model, or if all of this hype is just kind of reserved for the already popular silhouettes that Jordan Brand has, like the Jordan 1 and the Dunks. I mean, people haven't really shown as much interest in the other projects that Travis Scott has done, like the Mac Attacks and the Trainers, I think are the best example. Based off of the early prices that these are going for on the resale platforms, I do believe that these are going to be a little bit more affordable than the sales, or a decent amount more affordable. I do think that if these dropped 2 years ago, they would be like one of the most hyped up sneakers in the market. But right now, with the dwindling hype of the retro silhouettes like the Jordan 1 and the Dunks, people aren't really that interested in a silhouette that looks like this. Having said that, none of that takes away from the sneaker itself. I happen to really like this silhouette, and I think this is a very strong colorway as well. It does seem like they are playing it a little bit safe with the colorways, at least in the beginning. Of course, the original Sail colorway, that was based off of the reverse mochas. This colorway seems to be based off of the original OG Jordan 1 low mocha. And then we've got an upcoming pair that highly resembles the olive colorway. Now, these do have some pretty interesting changes in comparison to the original colorway. First one being that they've changed the entire material base, so we've now got a really nice soft nubuck on all of the dark mocha overlays. Obviously the sales had all over leather, which was fine, but I just think I preferred the look and feel of this nubuck a lot more. Now the base material does stay the same. It's that kind of canvas material, which some people don't like. I don't really mind. I think it's very Travis Scott, if that makes sense. I think the only problem that I have with the material situation going on here is the Nike swoosh. They added a hairy suede to it, which I just think I would have liked it a lot better if they stuck with the kind of nubuck material, or if they just added a leather Nike swoosh. Would have just made him feel and look a little bit more premium. Now, of course, this being his signature sneaker, you've got plenty of Travis Scott branding on here, starting with the embroidered hieroglyphics that you find on the Velcro strap, the signature Cactus Jack face logo that's around the back, that's pretty much on all of his Jordan 1s, the very subtle altered Jumpman logo that's embroidered into the tongue. It's literally the Jumpman, it's just now got 3 lines above his head. Of course, who can forget the reverse swoosh? That's heavily Travis Scott, and that of course you get on the side. And then you get this giant jack print painted onto the outsole, which is a really cool looking outsole. It reminds me of like cracks in desert sand or some kind of rocky terrain. Important thing to note about this jack text, it does wear off very quickly, and it actually warns you on the paper that's included with the packaging on here. It says, yeah, this is going to wear down very quick. So how do these feel on foot? Well, you're not buying them for the comfort, that's for damn sure. Not that these are uncomfortable. I mean, they feel pretty much identical to a pair of Jordan 1 lows when you're actually walking around in them. So just like the Jordan 1s, you've got a very thin midsole and outsole, and the only real cushioning that you're getting with these is provided by the equally as thin insole. But hey, nobody's really complaining about the Jordan 1s. It is practically the exact same situation here. Now, I do think that the padding around the ankle area leaves a little bit to be desired. Like, it's also pretty thin, so is the tongue, so you're not getting a ton of padding from that. And I think if they beefed it up just a little bit more, it could have been a lot more comfortable. Now, for sizing on these, it's pretty much the same as the Jordan 1, so I went with my true to size. That's what I do with Jordan 1s. These fit perfectly fine, although some people do half size down in Jordan 1 lows, which I would recommend doing the same with these. Otherwise, just stay true to size, you should be fine. Overall, I think if you're a fan of the retro Jordan look or retro Nike look, I think you're gonna like these. Obviously, if you're a Travis Scott fan, you're probably liking these as well. I know the strap on the forefoot does put some people off, so they really have an issue with the strap. I don't really mind it. It kind of adds a little bit of bulk to this otherwise very slim looking pair of shoes. I think this colorway is one of the strongest parts about this sneaker. Like, these things look really good on foot. Travis Scott and his earth tone colorways are very easy to style. They go with a bunch of different outfits. I think my favorite look is like a pair of black jeans or black cargos. Anything in that like neutral tone category will work perfectly with these. Now, it is also worth mentioning that we are supposed to be getting a bunch of other colorways on this sneaker model in the very near future. And I do think that the price is only going to go down on the future colorways. So if you're not completely sold on this specific one, you could save yourself a couple bucks by just waiting it out. But hey, let me know what you think about the Travis Scott Jumpman Jack in this dark mocha colorway. Are you going to be going for them when they drop again November the 16th? Let me know down in the comment section. If you want to check out another video, just click that one right over there.